What's up, y'all? Now, I know this is gonna be a little different because I haven't talked about battle rap on my page, and I don't really plan to do much of it unless it's like a big card that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't say like I can say that I'm a casual battle rap fan. I've been watching for a long time. I do have the Smack app. I do have the app, so whatever battles that I do miss, or just battles that are just not on YouTube, I always love to go and watch those battles back. And Smack Volume 7 is gonna be on display today, and I love what's on the card. I've been watching these volume settings since Volume 1, since the first one. So I'm really excited to for these matches today. And the first one I want to talk about is B Dot and Shotgun Suge. The battle that's not happening. I don't know why that battle's not happening, but to be honest, I'm glad it's not happening, because that battle should have never been on the card. That should have never been on display. Like, I don't know who decided that should happen, because I don't think. I mean, well, you're a battler, but and I think you should. I think if you're being called out, or someone wants to call you out, then I think you should go ahead. If you see fit to battle, then you should battle them. But I didn't think this was a good matchup for Shotgun Suge, even though I know he's a veteran. He's a 10-year veteran. He's been battling for over 10 years, actually. He's been on many of big main stages, but in a small room setting, I haven't seen him beat anybody in a small room setting. But I haven't seen it. And B Dot, who's a writer. Like, that dude is a rapper. I didn't see how I didn't see what he was gonna have to say to B Dot that B Dot couldn't counter him with. And I don't know how that came about. Right? But I didn't think, like, I had that being 3-0, B Dot. Like, B Dot is a pure writer at the top of his form right now. Even though he had that little slip up at the end of the year, but I still got B Dot winning, because I think he was gonna avenge the performance he put on on the last card we seen on him. But that battle not happening, so whatever. Arsenal the Rebel versus Danny Myers. Now, I've watched the face-offs last night, and over the years, I can't say that I agree with Danny Myers and him saying that Arsenal don't have memorable bars, or he's not a rapper. Like, I think Arsenal is a great rapper, honestly. I just don't like. I know I don't have him as like Mount Rushmore or whatever, but I think he's a legend. He's definitely a legend. I think he does well on many stages. Mr. Disrespectful, but I don't understand why there's so much disrespect for Danny Myers. Like, I'm glad he's getting the battlers that he's supposed to have. Even though he battled drugs just 2 weeks ago, and then he turns around 2 weeks later and is about to battle today. And I don't know what he has planned for Arsenal, but I got Danny Myers 2-1. Only because I think he's a very, very dope writer. He beat Drugs 3-0. And for Danny Myers to turn around and have a battle 2 weeks later against one of the legends, who he just 3-0 Jerry West like last month, and I'm really excited to see what those two are gonna do. So I got Danny Myers 2-1. Next on the card, K-Shine and Chilla Jones. That face-off was very interesting, cause I didn't see what Chilla Jones said. I didn't know he had an interview with DNA, and K-Shine came in there. I've never seen him in there like be so aggressive in a face-off before. That was different energy. Like that was totally different energy. I was not prepared for that. And that's a dangerous battler to be, to make upset. You know what I'm saying? And I heard, from what they talk about, like I heard what Jay Black and Sue Surf was saying about K-Shine and how he arguably haven't lost a round since 2020 February. February of last year. And I think it's true. But this is a different animal that he's facing. Like Chilla Jones battled New Jersey Twerk. He battled Geechee. He battled B-Dot last month and had a fire battle. Like Chilla Jones has had a phenomenal year. Like I don't like, and I heard somebody, them saying like K-Shine, they got K-Shine 3-0. I don't see that happening. I honestly don't see that happening because I think Chilla Jones has too great of a pen for him to get 3-0'd. But he has too great of a pen for him to get 3-0. I don't believe that's happening. Matter of fact, I got Chilla Jones winning 2-1. Like I know, like K-Shine has been on a 3-0 tear, man, and he's been killing. He's been killing dudes. I got the underdog in this fight, man. I got the underdog going in this, man. I love what Chilla Jones does. His pen is damn near unmatched. Like he's one of the top 3 candidates for champion of the year. Like that dude is a bona fide writer, man. And I think people are sleeping on him. So I got Chilla Jones winning 2-1. It's my opinion. Alright, so next we got DNA versus Av. This battle is very interesting. I think that both of these battlers are great writers and they're dope battlers. I think the difference between these two is going to be performance. But in a small room with a crowd, I don't know how big the performance aspect is going to be in this battle because both of these guys are not really performers. So I think it's just going to come down to who has the better bars. And me personally, if I have to choose who's going to come up with the better bars, I think DNA is going to have the edge. Only, he's fresh off of him having a classic battle with Geechee Gotti. And I got to watch that again to see, to really see who wins, but to really see who won that. But I got DNA going in this battle. I think DNA is gonna come up with the better bar. I think he's gonna have the better overall performance. So the main event. The main event on the card, man, we got Tay Rock versus the Island God. Averb. This is going to be very, very interesting, right? Because I don't understand how these guys battle for 10 plus years and never battled each other. These two guys are legends. I think Averb is on Mount Rushmore. I think Averb is that. I think Averb beat Lux. Averb beat Daylight. Averb beat Murder Mook. And I have those three on Mount Rushmore. And he beat all three of them. But of course, Averb was a different battler back then. And Daylight was also different back then. And if anybody's seen what Daylight did last year in that one battle against Tay-Rock, that wasn't the Daylight that Averb battled. That wasn't the same person. So I'll give him props in that aspect. But nonetheless, Averb beat all three of them dudes that I have on Mount Rushmore. And that's why he's there for me. You know what I'm saying? And Tay-Rock had a dope ass year last year. Like, even though he lost to Daylight, that's a classic battle. That is a classic battle. Even though Tay-Rock lost to Murder Mook, that was a classic battle. So I can't really say that that Tay-Rock had a bad year, even though he lost to those two battlers, but he had a dope ass year. And I think that that's gonna be the ultimate difference is who comes up with the better bars. I think Averb does. I have Averb 2-1. Close. It's not, what I'm saying? It's not 2-1 clear. It's 2-1. It can go 2-1 either way. But I got Averb pulling it up. I forgot the battle. I forgot. Even though I have Averb winning 2-1 already. Sue Surf versus Jada Nightwing. On one hand, I don't know why this battle is happening. But on the flip side, I know why it's happening. I'm seeing it two ways. I see it as a tune-up battle for Twerk because, he had a big car crash and he was out for 7-8 months. And he needed that time to recover, and I'm glad he's back. But, I think that this is a tune-up battle for New Jersey Twerk, and I think that he's using Jay as a punching bag. Cause I don't really see Jay Nightwing as a good battle rapper, honestly. Like, I know that he was in the finals in that, in that tournament with 25,000. But Jersey Twerk has been sitting out for a while. And he's been watching. And I saw in the face-off that he said, he wrote, like, he's very well prepared. Like, he didn't slack off. And I think that's a scary New Jersey Twerk. And there's a reason why a lot of people were ducking him. And I'm saying ducking because people don't want to see New Jersey Twerk on his first battle coming back. I think he's a star. I think he's a superstar. And for Jada Nightwing, it was good that Jada Nightwing took this battle. But I got Twerk 3-0. I'm sorry. I got New Jersey Truck 3-0 because I don't see this as a fair match. I don't see this as a fair fight. I don't see it. So that's the card, man. If y'all want to watch it, it's gonna be live on Caffeine, caffeine.tv. It's gonna be live on Caffeine. It starts 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on Caffeine. You can download it on your phone, or you can go to your laptop, go to your desktop computer, go to caffeine.tv. This is not an ad though. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited for these two matches.